we'll talk about the table 17.1, which is given in the respiration chapter of class 11 biology. So this table shows the partial pressure of oxygen and carbon dioxide at different parts of the respiratory system. First one is partial pressure of the carbon dioxide. At the atmospheric air it is of about 159, and at alveoli it is 104. So it is high in the atmospheric air and low in the alveoli. So obviously oxygen will move from atmospheric air to alveoli, and this happens during the inhalation. Now the oxygen is present in the alveoli with the partial pressure of oxygen, that is 104, and this alveoli is surrounded by the blood which carries deoxygenated blood having the partial pressure of oxygen 40. So the blood have less partial pressure when compared to alveoli. So obviously oxygen will move from high pressure region to low pressure region, that is from alveoli to blood. So deoxygenated blood, upon receiving oxygen it becomes oxygenated blood, and the partial pressure becomes 95 from 40. So this oxygenated blood now enters the right part of the heart, that is right atrium and right ventricle, and it will be pumped to different parts of the body. So this oxygenated blood having the partial pressure of 95, and at the tissue level the partial pressure is 40, so way less when compared to the blood. So obviously the oxygen will move from the oxygenated blood to the tissue. Now each and every cell or the tissue receives the oxygen, and it uses for the different metabolic activity, mainly to synthesize ATP, and during which carbon dioxide is produced. Now we'll talk about this carbon dioxide while talking about the partial pressure of the carbon dioxide. The partial pressure of the carbon dioxide at the tissue level is 45, because carbon dioxide is produced in the tissue or the cell. So 45, whereas in the blood the partial pressure of the carbon dioxide is 40. So it is high in the tissue than the blood. That's why carbon dioxide move from tissue to the blood. The blood, after donating the oxygen and upon receiving the carbon dioxide, its partial pressure of the carbon dioxide becomes 45, and the partial pressure of the carbon dioxide in the alveoli is 40. So obviously carbon dioxide will move from the deoxygenated blood to the alveoli. Now the carbon dioxide is present in the alveoli. The partial pressure of the carbon dioxide in the atmospheric air is 0.3, way less. That's why the carbon dioxide will move from high pressure region to low pressure region, that is from alveoli to atmospheric air, and this happens during the exhalation. So that is how partial pressure difference or the pressure gradient play a very important role during the exchange of gases in respiration process.